You know, we've been in isolation for more than a month now, and I still haven't managed to successfully teach myself how to play the ukulele. Or even how to tune it properly. Well, screw this. I'm gonna watch a movie instead. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Movie Night. I am your host, your old pal Bernie. I hope everybody out there is staying safe, staying healthy, staying home. Now, I've been craving some science fiction lately, so for tonight's viewing pleasure, I have selected this. It's called Deep Space from 1988. So, this is Deep Space. This is written, produced, and directed by Fred Olen Ray, and it stars Charles Napier, Anne Turkel, Ron Glass, James Booth, Norman Burton, and Bo Svensson as Robertson. A flesh-eating alien from outer space. Is that how you spell outer space? Is it one word like that? Anyway. A flesh-eating alien from outer space crashes to Earth and terrorizes a small community. Oh wow, how many times have I seen that movie before? Police officers Ian McElmore and Jerry Maris stumble onto the monster, but it's McElmore and Officer Carla Sanborn who manage to put an end to the beast. Did they just give away the ending on the back of the box? Oh no, okay. They soon discover, however, their troubles aren't over. It seems that before dying, the alien laid hundreds of eggs that are due to hatch, and when they do, there's no way on Earth this army of aliens can be defeated. Tonight, I watched a little movie called Deep Space. And boy, I gotta tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed this movie.
Is this actually what you do in your spare time, or is this a special occasion?
Now let me clarify. This is by no means a cinematic masterpiece.
What is that?
I don't know. But I'm gonna go find out.
Are you crazy? I don't want to get raped by some Martian.
You should be so lucky.
This is a piece of low-budget sci-fi horror schlock. But to its credit, it's a very effective one, and it doesn't really try to pretend to be anything more than that. Now, it definitely has some technical issues. I'm not saying it belongs in the Criterion collection or anything. What I am saying is that it's a fun watch.
I don't think this thing is from this planet.
Extraterrestrial?
No, from outer space.
The film is competently produced and shot, albeit on a low budget. It's never boring. It keeps moving along at a steady pace and keeps you engaged.
Want to take a ride? Ian, come on. Look at this shit, man. Let's get out of here.
The characters may be cliché.
I hope you know what you're doing. All you have to know, Michelson, is that I give the orders around here, and your project is wiped.
But they have just enough quirks to make them interesting.
Tell me, Officer Hanson, can this thing, in fact, go any faster?
Not without endangering civilians, sir.
Well, let's endanger a few.
Yes, sir.
There's also this dry sarcasm to the dialogue, which makes me believe that the script was at least a little bit self-aware.
Are you saying that it's alive?
In the strictest sense of the word, yes. Simple. The Rock did it, case closed.
Throw this rock in jail.
The plot itself is very formulaic, very paint by numbers. Basically, there's a satellite orbiting the Earth. The satellite is being monitored by a bunch of scientists somewhere in a remote location.
You know we've been developing something in outer space, a new form of biological warfare. It's not germs or viruses, it's something much more complex. Something that's not only alive, but calculating.
Why the hell are you telling me what I already know?
We're developing a new secret weapon on behalf of the United States government. Your boss, General Randolph.
And it was supposed to stay in outer space, Forsyth, not come crashing down into God knows what or where.
This biological weapon turns out to be a horrible alien creature. Which, oddly enough, bears a striking resemblance to the monster in Aliens.
Damn. That's it. We're out.
It's red stage now. Total loss of direction.
I knew this would happen. This thing wasn't made to withstand the duration.
For whatever reason, the scientists lose control of the satellite.
Should impact in approximately 2 hours.
I see. Have you any idea where?
The satellite crash lands in the woods outside of town, where it is discovered by a pair of horny teenagers.
You're the one that wanted to come out in the wilderness and make out like some kind of nature girl or something, okay?
Well, how was I to know that you'd be risking my life on a set of faulty tires? You could have killed me.
It's still not too late, sweetheart.
This is the last time. Look!
But the horny teenagers inadvertently awaken the creature and become its first victims.
We've got a double homicide off Innsmouth Road. I want you both out there, have a look before the lab boys move in, and pick the plates clean.
Our hotshot detectives, Macklemore and Maris, are sent to investigate the murders.
So were the victims.
The big pieces are over in the body bags.
Were they in whatever it was that crashed here?
Yeah, Macklemore. They were driving it.
Boy, I'll bet his dad will be pissed when he finds out he wrecked it.
You're the detective, you figure it out.
Unfortunately, they don't succeed in finding any relevant clues, except for these giant, weird-looking alien seed pods, which...
What is this?
That's what we've been trying to find out. Seems to be the only thing in one piece around here.
What is it exactly that you're doing with the rock?
This rock, as you call it, is organic. By that I mean to imply that it's made up of living matter. Its connection with this case is uncertain. However, it's unusual enough to warrant a thorough investigation.
Well, good. Let us know how it comes out.
We're splitting.
Which nobody really seems that interested in. So the detectives call it a day and go home, each taking with them a seed pod.
Let's get out of here before somebody spots us.
As a souvenir, I guess.
All right, you want it destroyed? Bid on your own head. But it'll cost the program millions of dollars.
Save it for the inquest. Just you push the buttons.
Okay, I'll do it. Just leave me alone here, okay?
Now the plot thickens when the lead scientist sabotages the mission to control the beast. The creature awakens. They lose all control of it. And it runs amok, killing a medical examiner and hiding out in a dark warehouse. Meanwhile, smaller versions of the big alien monster that look like lobster scorpions are hatching out of the seed pods and attacking people, causing all kinds of havoc for poor Macklemore, who's just trying to have a romantic date.
Well, there's one thing for sure, Macklemore. You sure know how to show a girl a good time.
Walk into the club like, what up, I got a big cock.
Detective Maris ends up being killed by one of these alien hatchlings. sending Macklemore on a mission for revenge.
I've got a score to settle.
Revenge motive. I keep forgetting. Tough and gutsy, huh?
With the help of a psychic, played by Julie Newmar,
I'm sorry about your friend, I really am. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen to me. Now listen, I'll help you find that thing that killed your friend if you let me.
Talk to me!
Detective Macklemore and Officer Sanborn track the alien monster to its warehouse hideout, where they force a final confrontation. After a brutal and bloody battle, they finally defeat the beast.
You have the right to remain silent.
What I appreciated the most about this film were the little things. Little touches of originality speckled throughout that gave it just enough personality to keep me engaged.
Get in!
Telling you, it's my best suit.
Shut up. Sayonara.
One element of the script that both worked for me and didn't work for me had to do with our main character.
What?
So in Deep Space, our hero cop character is played by Charles Napier.
It's a good film.
I really like Napier in this film. I thought he gave it a lot of credibility. He's got that weathered edge of a seasoned, gruff old cop.
No. I never said it was no spaceship. No, sir. It was a UFO.
A what?
A UFO.
What is that? Some kind of a new foreign car? Ian, a UFO?
But he's also got this folksy charm to him.
How close are you to solving these murders?
I thought you were going to ask me if it was my first time.
The problem is what we see of Macklemore and what we're told about his character don't always add up. For instance, in a scene where the two characters first meet each other, we're told by Officer Sanborn that Macklemore apparently has a reputation.
Everybody's talking about you.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What do they say?
Oh, just that you're tough and gutsy and very, very good.
Oh, wow.
Later on, Maris expounds to Macklemore about how the pair of them have a problem with never following the rules and mouthing off to their superiors, which gets them in a lot of hot water.
We never follow the code. Your reports are never on time. Come on, we break the rules all the time, and we're constantly mouthing off to the guy.
We're also two of the best guys he's got on the force, too.
And we can be two of the best cops he had on the force.
The problem is, we don't really see that happening at all in this movie. The first time we meet our rogue cops, they appear to be in the middle of a stakeout.
Well, partner, scum always rises. Wake up. They're here.
They catch some criminals sneaking out of a building, and the crooks open fire on them.
Hold it, police!
And they eventually kill all the suspects. Afterwards, they search the criminal and find that they were just...
Shit, man, it's just a kid.
What's in the bag?
Trick or fucking treat.
Kill for a bag of Halloween shit.
So this is where I have questions. Why were the detectives surprised at what they found on the crooks? If they were staking out a robbery, surely they already must have had an idea of what was being stolen. And if these kids were really just stealing Halloween stuff, why did they have guns? And why did they immediately start shooting at the cops like they're in the middle of some huge drug deal?
Hold it, police!
It just seems like a bit of an extreme reaction considering the minor offense that was taking place.
Oh, shit. Robertson.
So when the police chief shows up...
I'd like to see this in written format within a couple of hours.
Why, sure, Cap.
Sure. Otherwise, you two okay?
Seems pretty reasonable to me. Movies tend to enjoy doing the flawed anti-hero so much that sometimes they skip some necessary character building.
How's that report coming along, Macklemore? That's very good. Put it on my desk.
If you show your hero cop as nothing more than a drunk, a slob, a lazy prick who never gets his work done on time, who continually defies regulations, breaks protocol, doesn't follow rules, you have to counterbalance that by showing him cleaning up the streets. You have to show him single-handedly taking down big crime organizations, getting the big busts, saving the city from the scourge of the underworld by using their eccentric methods. This movie chooses to introduce us to our main characters by showing them as, frankly, dangerous and incompetent.
I do it by the book. That's why I'm captain. And you are suspended.
But aside from any of that, I really, really appreciate Charles Napier's performance, particularly with the horror scenes. He treats the danger seriously, and he gives great reaction. I mean, this is the guy who was bludgeoned to death by Hannibal Lecter, let's not forget.
Would you like to hear a little after-dinner music?
Yes.
I think that would be very appropriate.
Okay.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the bagpipes. I don't know why the bagpipes are in there. I don't know whose idea it was to include them.
Is that supposed to make me want to dance?
No, it's supposed to make you want to take your clothes off.
It's just one of those little touches of originality that I appreciate.
How is that?
That's the only thing that'll make me stop playing.
Hmm. Now what do you do when you stop playing the bagpipes?
I don't know. Never worked before.
Did now.
Now, folks, a little bit of a detour. I'm going to introduce you all to a new segment on Movie Night. This is where I introduce our sponsors. So tonight's sponsor is Deep Cuts Razor. They gave me a little something to read here. Are you tired of running out of razor blades? Are you kept up at night in swaths of cold sweat at the thought of countless hundreds of dollars every month wasted on purchasing new razor blades? Do your current razor blades leave your face feeling like you just took a cheese grater to a sunburn? Deep Cuts has you covered. Register for Deep Cuts monthly subscriber service and your face will thank you. One purchase from Deep Cuts and you'll never have to buy a razor blade again. You see, people used to use straight razors all the time. Then humans got lazy. This apathy towards discipline has, in Deep Cut's humble opinion, contributed to the steady decline of human civilization. Whoa, pretty intense marketing angle. So order now and be part of the solution. First month of membership gets you your very own straight razor. Each following month, you'll receive the gift of satisfaction, having known that you didn't waste another dollar on useless disposable razors. That's the Deep Cuts guarantee. Anyway, back to our review. Something else I enjoyed about this movie was the monster itself. Even though it is a completely shameless ripoff of the alien in Aliens. But hey, I mean, it's not like the filmmaker was hiding it at all. He even rips off a scene from the original Alien movie, almost shot by shot.
Ah, there you are, Cat. Come on, now, where have you been? Come on over here. Come on. Okay.
And it's not like that's the only film he's ripping off. So, even though it is a total ripoff of Aliens, I happen to like the monster. I like how it's shot. I appreciate the fact that it seems to have its own screeching sound effect and strobe light which follow it wherever it goes. I like that it has a big toothy monster mouth, but that it also has this big gaping belly mouth with tentacles that shoot out of it. The tiny hatchling alien creatures too. They're fun little puppets that just get thrown around a lot. The final fight between our heroes and the alien monster is bloody and brutal. The monster, it seems, is impervious to bullets, so Macklemore has to resort to filling its belly with acid and cutting its head off with a chainsaw. This happens. And that's all she wrote. Roll credits.
Hey, buddy, any injuries back there?
So, yes, I would definitely recommend Deep Space. Like I said, it's not going to win any awards, but as far as B-movies go, it's an enjoyable watch.
And how would you like to find out if all those great things are really true?
And if it turns out that I'm wrong, and you don't enjoy it, well, at least it doesn't overstay its welcome. You can tell that the filmmaker forcibly stretched out the opening credit sequence just to make this movie reach the 90-minute mark.
Quite possibly.
So if you enjoy a good piece of schlock and appreciate the B-movie genre, you will find plenty to like here.
Hello.
Finally, I'm able to talk to you, Mr. McLemore.
Oh yeah, the psychic.
I know.
What's been happening?
Happening? What's happening?
Last night, something came from the stars.
Something more terrible than death itself.
There's a psychic in this movie.
I think you should believe me.
You should believe that I can help you.
I don't really know why there's a psychic.
Your stakes are burning.
But there's a psychic.
How do I kill it?
Killing is your business, sir, not mine.
Yeah, right. Anything else?
Be careful.
No shit.
So that's my review of 1988's Deep Space. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned for future episodes, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to show your support. Well, that's about it from your old pal Bernie. I want you to take care out there. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember. That's funny. I wasn't expecting a razor delivery today. mark it. Hey, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Click one of these things that surrounds me. You'll either get a playlist, or you'll get another video, or you'll get a chance to subscribe to our channel. And if you subscribe to our channel, then you get to see all the future episodes. You still get to see the episodes even if you don't subscribe, but if you subscribe, then I'll have more subscribers. You should subscribe. All the cool people are doing it.